Okay, Coach. Well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Check 31, check 31. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, the motion, watch the motion. 81.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On second down now, Atkinson. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense, come on. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Second and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Back to throw here. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Set. 10-2 start. Hey, Delta. Watch the twist, watch the twist. 57's the mark. Look at me. Go, go. Hey, rock it. Rock it.
On 1st and 10, Kerr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the glass. Watch the glass. 57's the mic. Mike 57.
2nd and 11. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown.
That's a touchdown right there.
From 21 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some? Tyler Eifert, the 30, the 20, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Back to throw. Kerr, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
You got block me. You got block me. Right there. Go. Right there. 54 Mike. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Mike.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. Atkinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught. Jones. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 49-yard line.
Watch 36.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the screen.
Complete to Jones. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Atkinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw complete to Herndon. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kerr. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A 60-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Check three. Do.
They'll run on first down. Atkinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold it.
Looking to throw. Kerr. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Haywood! 57's the mic. Watch 57. On, snap.
Operating from the gun. Kerr. And some space here. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Let's go, baby. At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Throwing after the interception. Kerr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Back to throw. Kerr. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Kerr. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Shoot.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Yep, go. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. You ain't You ain't doing nothing today.
On 3rd down, Atkinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Kerr. That's complete. It's Bell. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jones has it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, box drop.
Throwing again. Kerr. This one caught by Crowder. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kerr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
90 Wolf. I got you, son. Buzz. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Kerr. And Eifert has it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Kerr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Charlie. Hurry.
Looking to throw. Kerr on the catch. It's Crowder. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. Santos' kick is up and through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Kerr. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
The 27-yard line.
On the double.
57, Mike 57. I got one.
Go.
Throwing on first down. Kerr got his man. It's Eifert. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. From the gun on third down. Kerr. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Shaq Lawson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Banjo. 50 seconds. We don't want this.
On first down, Atkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check safety, check. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go. Go. Watch it.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, Kerr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Kerr. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Kerr. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16.
Recon, 132 fighter.
1st and 10 at the 16.
Go. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Star Lotulelei in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's 36. 36 to Mike.
Let's go, D.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
2nd and 11. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's see what you got.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
22, Jet, Bubba. 22, Jet, Bubba. Yeah, let's get that ball right here. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Check.
They'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on second down. Kerr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it,
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Looking to throw. Kerr. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Zip it. Slam. Slam. Check 4. Check 4. Rotate. Spell. Yep, go. That's mine. I got him. 57's mine.
They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Atkinson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Atkinson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Bang, bang. Sponge.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. He's got it. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Back to throw. Kerr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half the second faster.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Atkinson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This complete to Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
You don't want that feeling again, and who knows?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up second and goal at the Jets' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.